If you're watching this video, it's because something inside you is screaming for change. And what I'm going to reveal in the next few minutes will break everything you believed about transformation. There are only 3 forces in the universe capable of changing your reality in record time. They're not modern techniques, they're ancient secrets that 99% of people completely ignore. And when you discover these forces, you'll understand why your life hasn't changed yet, why you remain stuck in the same situation for months or years. Get ready, because what you're about to discover will shock you. Everything in the universe vibrates. Your cells are vibrating now. Your thoughts vibrate. Your emotions vibrate. And it's this vibration that determines what you experience in reality. But here's the secret nobody tells you. Vibration is the language of creation. It doesn't matter if you study, pray, visualize. If your vibration remains low, nothing happens, nothing flows, nothing manifests. And there are only 3 forces capable of transforming your frequency immediately. 3 alchemical keys that make the impossible happen. The first force will shock you. It's love, but not the love you know. The love most people practice is disguised neediness. It's emotional dependency. It's emotional currency. I only love if the other does this. I only love if they don't disappoint me. This isn't love. This is emotional bargaining. True love is the force that sustains the universe. It's unconditional. It doesn't depend on anything or anyone. And when you enter this frequency, something extraordinary happens. You align with the source, and in this alignment, everything organizes itself. Want to prosper at work? Work in love. Not out of obligation, but with presence. The universe doesn't respond to function. It responds to the vibration with which you execute that function. It's not, I'll only be happy when I grow professionally. It's the opposite. I'll only grow professionally when I'm happy. Want healthy relationships? Leave dependency behind. Stop demanding that others fill your internal void. Love without possessiveness, without victimhood. True love doesn't control, it transforms. But there's something 99% of people don't know about the second force. The second force is forgiveness. And here lies humanity's greatest blockage. Human beings prefer to cling to hatred than to free themselves through forgiveness. They prefer to justify their pain. And with this, they freeze their frequency in an extremely low state. But let me reveal something that will change your perspective forever. Forgiving isn't approving what was done. Forgiving is cutting the vibrational link that still binds you to that. It's leaving the victim field and reclaiming power. At work, holding grudges keeps you trapped in the past. Nothing new enters because there's no vibrational space. In relationships, not forgiving means reliving the wound every day. The body feels, the mind repeats, the field records, and the most difficult forgiveness, forgiving yourself. Financially, how many people are blocked because they don't forgive themselves for decisions they made? This closes all abundance channels. In anxiety, self-forgiveness is the key. You won't stop sabotaging yourself while continuing to judge yourself cruelly. What most don't understand is that forgiving is vibrational intelligence, not weakness. Those who don't forgive are literally poisoning themselves. The body produces toxins. You get sick. Energy collapses. But now comes the third force, and this one will blow your mind. The third force is gratitude, but not the gratitude you know. Most use gratitude as empty ritual. They make a little list, repeat phrases, but inside they're complaining about life. This isn't gratitude, this is self-deception. True gratitude is reverence for life. You receive the blessing of being born. You receive every day the blessing of waking up. How can you not be grateful for this? If you're not grateful for this, how do you expect to have vibration to take the next step? When you vibrate authentic gratitude, you enter coherence with the creation field, and the field begins to return more of what you recognize, because gratitude is recognition, and what you recognize grows. It's simple mathematics. But now comes the secret nobody told you. These three forces only work together. Love without forgiveness becomes attachment. Forgiveness without gratitude becomes coldness. Gratitude without love becomes simulation. But when you integrate these three forces, you enter a new vibrational range. And in this range, reality responds differently. Everything you want, prosperity, peace, joy, fulfillment, already exist in abundance in the universe. It's just vibrating at a higher frequency. And you only access this when you raise your own frequency. But there's a catch that few know. When you raise your vibration, everything not in resonance will leave your life. People, old situations begin to dissipate. That's why relationships enter crisis when someone grows. The energetic objective of a relationship is to add power. But if one is vibrating low, they'll try to pull the other down, unconsciously. It's not malice. If you set a real goal to elevate your vibration and grow, this breaks. The other can wake up and rise together, or the relationship ends. You can't hold on to the old and access the new at the same time. And here enters the greatest test, the ego. When you raise your vibration, the ego loses control. It can no longer limit you. It can no longer dominate you through fear. And the ego doesn't like this. Mess with ego, it resists. Fear enters. You sabotage yourself. Return to the old pattern. I tried everything, but nothing worked. This is the ego justifying itself. Translation: I tried, but when the first difficulty appeared, I gave up. But let me show you something that will impress you. This isn't philosophy. This is physics. Max Planck, father of quantum physics, said, "Matter doesn't exist. All matter exists only by virtue of a force that makes particles vibrate. This force responds to your consciousness frequency." Joe Dispenza shows how elevated states, love, gratitude, forgiveness, alter brain chemistry, reconfigure neural networks, and activate healing genes. What you feel shapes your body and destiny. David Bohm, who worked with Einstein, said suffering is the illusion of separation. When you elevate vibration, this separation dissolves. You perceive that everything is connected, that nothing is against you, that the universe is returning the frequency you emit. Have you ever wondered why certain people attract miracles, while others live in cycles of pain? It's not chance, it's resonance. People who access elevated consciousness aren't better. They learn to align thought and feeling with the field. How do you wake up? What emotion predominates in your days? Do you work vibrating fear? Talk vibrating judgment? Treat your body vibrating guilt? Or do you wake up with intention? Anchor yourself in the present. Choose your vibration before getting out of bed. You can know all techniques, memorize all affirmations, but if you don't change your vibration, nothing changes. The universe doesn't understand words. As Tesla said, to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. The energy you emit is your true resume, your signature in the field, and it can be altered at any moment, regardless of what happened to you. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to vibrate from what happened. So now I ask you, what vibration are you willing to sustain? Not when everything is well, but now, in the middle of challenge, chaos, doubt, because that's where transformation begins. The time has come to choose. Will you continue justifying what binds you, or will you apply these three forces in your life? Love, forgiveness, gratitude, not in theory, in practice, in every thought, word and action. This changes everything. If you put these forces in motion with consistency, firmness, truth, the entire universe reorganizes around you. It doesn't happen overnight, it's a process. But if you commit, your life changes, expands. The reality you perceive is a reflection of the vibration you sustain. When you understand this, your life reaches an extraordinary level. Love, forgiveness and gratitude aren't words. They're tools to create the reality you desire, and you already have all of this within you. You just need to activate it.